Imagine scrolling through your phone for 5 minutes and walking away feeling absolutely terrible about yourself. Your body isn't good enough. Your house isn't impressive enough. Your career isn't moving fast enough. Everyone else seems to be winning, and you're stuck in the starting block. If this sounds familiar, you're caught in one of the most dangerous traps of modern life, the comparison game, and you're definitely not alone. Millions of people wake up every day plagued by this exact feeling. Today, we're breaking free from it. The comparison trap is everywhere. A friend lands a promotion, and suddenly you feel less successful. Someone posts their vacation photos, and your life feels boring. Your coworker aced a presentation, and you wonder why you can't do the same. A family member announces their engagement, and you feel like your love life is failing. This constant measuring of yourself against others is destroying your confidence and stealing your peace. But here's the truth. This habit is optional, and you can stop it today. In fact, once you understand why comparison is happening, you'll realize you have far more power over this than you ever thought. Why we compare ourselves. Human beings are naturally social creatures. Throughout history, we've used others as a measuring stick to figure out where we stand. This impulse was once helpful for survival. In tribal societies, knowing where you ranked mattered for access to resources and belonging. Today, it's a mental health crisis. Psychologists discovered that up to 10% of our thoughts involve comparing ourselves to others. That's staggering. That's like spending an entire hour of every waking day thinking about how you measure up to someone else. And with social media making everyone's highlight reel instantly visible, this tendency has become dangerously magnified. A generation ago, you knew what was happening in your immediate circle. Now you have access to the curated best moments of thousands of people. You're constantly exposed to people you've never met, living lives that look perfect on a screen. When you spend time scrolling, you're not seeing reality. You're seeing the carefully curated best moments of someone's entire life. The vacation photo doesn't show the stressful weeks that paid for it. The success announcement doesn't mention the failures that came before. The perfect body photo doesn't reveal the hours spent at the gym or the unhealthy habits. The relationship post doesn't reveal the arguments and struggles. Yet your brain compares its behind-the-scenes footage to everyone else's highlight reel. That game is rigged from the start, and your mental health is the price. The real cost of comparison. The damage from constant comparison runs deep and affects every area of your life. Research shows that people who frequently compare themselves to others experience higher levels of depression and anxiety. They struggle with low self-esteem and constantly feel inadequate. The comparison habit triggers envy, regret, and guilt. It even leads people to make poor life choices like going into debt to buy things they don't need, just to impress people they barely know. Your financial freedom becomes a casualty of someone else's Instagram post. Worse, comparison creates a false sense of urgency and inadequacy. You start feeling behind even if you're actually ahead. You don't know where you're truly standing because you're looking at an impossible, infinite scoreboard. There's always someone making more money, looking better, or achieving more. The race has no finish line when you're running someone else's race. It's like comparing yourself to everyone in the world and feeling bad that you're not beating all of them simultaneously. It's logically impossible, yet emotionally devastating. This habit particularly damages young people during critical identity-forming years. Teenagers and young adults are especially vulnerable because their sense of self is still developing. When they're constantly measuring themselves against others, they struggle to form their own identity. Their worth becomes dependent on external validation, likes, followers, and other people's opinions. They don't get to discover who they actually are because they're too busy trying to be like everyone else. This can lead to anxiety disorders, eating disorders, and depression that lasts well into adulthood. The breaking point, but here's what's important. This cycle is not permanent. You can break free. The first step is recognizing that comparison is a choice, not a fact. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're measuring yourself against the wrong scoreboard. Think about how professional athletes think. They don't spend their time comparing themselves to every other athlete in their sport. They focus on their personal best. They ask, am I better than I was yesterday? Have I improved my technique? Am I getting closer to my goals? This is the mindset that creates real winners. Your unique path. The fundamental problem with comparison is that it assumes everyone's path should look the same. But your life is completely different from everyone else's. Your talents are different. Your circumstances are different. Your goals should be different. What matters isn't how you stack up against your colleague or that person on Instagram. What matters is whether you're moving forward. Start by defining what success actually means to you. Not what your parents told you success looks like. Not what society says. Not what would impress people on social media. What does genuine success look like for you? Take time to write it down. Think about your career, your relationships, your health, and your purpose. What would be enough? Not impressive enough, just truly enough for you. This simple exercise changes everything. Once you know what you're actually chasing, comparison loses its power. When you see someone else's achievement, you can ask, is this part of my definition of success? If the answer is no, you feel inspired instead of threatened. If the answer is yes, you can learn from them instead of resenting them. Building your own game. The secret to real success is competing with yourself, not with others. Compare who you are today to who you were yesterday, last month, or last year. That's the only comparison that matters. Did you learn something new? Did you get stronger? Did you develop a skill? Did you move closer to your actual goals? These are the questions worth asking. Start keeping track of your own progress. Keep a journal of achievements, big and small. Celebrate your milestones without waiting for external validation. This rewires your brain away from comparison and toward genuine growth. You'll start noticing improvements that others never see because they're focused on themselves too. 1% better each day compounds into extraordinary results. If you improve just 1% daily, you'll be 37 times better in a year. You don't need to be better than everyone else. You just need to be better than the version of you from yesterday. Practical steps to win. Start protecting your attention. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate. Unfollow the people who don't align with your actual definition of success. Spend less time on social media or take breaks from it entirely. Your mental peace is worth more than knowing what's happening in everyone else's life. Spend time with people who celebrate your wins instead of compete with you. Find mentors who've achieved what you actually want and learn from them. Not by comparing your results to theirs, but by understanding their systems and methods. Then build your own path using what you've learned. Practice gratitude daily. When you're focused on what you have, comparison loses power. When your mind is on everything you lack, you're vulnerable to jealousy. The shift between these two mindsets is simple but powerful. Finally, remember that most people you're comparing yourself to are dealing with their own struggles. Your friend with the dream job might be depressed. The person with the perfect body might be battling an eating disorder. The couple with the perfect relationship might be heading for divorce. You're seeing 1% of their life and judging your entire life against it. Celebrate other people's success. This might sound counterintuitive, but one of the best ways to stop comparing is to genuinely celebrate others' wins. When a friend gets promoted, be happy for them. When someone achieves something you want, use it as inspiration, instead of ammunition against yourself. Their success doesn't diminish yours. The pie isn't getting smaller for everyone else. In fact, research shows that genuinely supporting others actually accelerates your own success. When you're no longer fighting internally with jealousy and resentment, you have more energy to invest in your own goals. You attract better people. You build stronger relationships. You become someone others want to support too. The real winning game. Stop running someone else's race. Stop trying to win on someone else's scoreboard. Build your own game with your own rules, your own finish line, and your own definition of victory. This is where real success comes from, not from having more followers than someone else, not from making more money than your neighbor, not from impressing strangers on the internet. Real success is waking up and knowing you're working towards something meaningful to you. It's feeling proud of the person you're becoming. It's having peace instead of constant anxiety about how you measure up. It's knowing you're enough, not because of what you have or what you've achieved, but because you're committed to continuous growth on your own terms. The comparison trap took something from you: your peace, your confidence, and your unique path. Today, you get them back. Stop comparing yourself to others and start winning by your own definition. That's where the real victory lies.